Hi everyone, this is a collective tarot reading for the lunar eclipse in Virgo, which will be exact for me on March 14th. Depending on where you live, it might be on the 13th for you. And it is aimed at lightworkers, so if you want more peace, love, health, and wealth in the world, you are who I am reading for. I didn't feel like setting up in the kitchen, so we'll be doing a card Golden Dawn spread, and you'll be seeing little bits of my coffee table for this one. As always, I have 3 oracle cards to the side. You can pick which 1, 2, or 3 resonate with you the most. Let's cut the deck and see what we got. So, in the present, this is the King of Swords. Great. Underlying factors or unknown factors. 4 of Coins and the Sun. What is known or obvious, 4 of Swords and 5 of Swords, of course. In the past, we have Emperor and 7 of Wands. In the future, we have the Empress reversed. Yes, that is the Empress reversed. And the 4 of Wands, very interesting. And the bridge between the past and the future is the 6 of Swords, because of course it is. And we have the Lovers reversed at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting mix of energies. Listen, I'm going to make these cards look nice in the shot. I'm going to stare at these cards a bunch, and I'll see you right now. I'm actually not done yet, but I just noticed that we have 3 of the 4 fours, so now I'm going to dig up the 4 of Cups in the deck. I'll skip that part. Oh shit, I thought I had played that part. But yeah, the 4 of Cups is upright between the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the 8 of Coins reversed. I'm going to make all of this look right in the shot somehow, and I'll see you right now. All right, I've been thinking really long and hard on how to put all of this together. So I guess the beginning of this reading is going to be very rambly. A couple things that I'll point out right out of the gate is how we have all these 4 air cards like focused in this part of the reading, and that the rest of the reading is almost entirely fire. This reading is heavily dominated by fire and earth, elementally speaking, as far as breakdown is concerned. We have, a bit of earth here and here. And that's about it. Even the Lovers here is an air card. I'm not really counting these cards for the breakdown of the elements. So I guess by that standard, there's no water at all. I mean, I had to go dig up the water, and it wasn't even surrounded by, oh wait, Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, sorry. I told you this was going to be rambly. The other thing that I noticed was how we have the Emperor and the Empress here flanking the present moment, and zooming out a bit to the reading as a whole, the vibe here, and I've been trying. Was the part that I was having the most difficulty with. Is coming up for a metaphor to summarize this energy, but it's kind of like a rest. It's like a pit stop between chapters of an event or undertaking that you're being invited to use as an opportunity to take inventory on what your stock is, because with the the 7 of Wands here, where it is in the past, combined with the Emperor here, it's and especially going into the 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords combo here, this has a very strong vibe of a victory that you've won, but at what cost is the question that you've kind of been ignoring. And with this incoming energy and the 6 of Swords being the bridge here, I would take, and it's so funny to have a message like this for a fucking lunar eclipse, but yeah, it's kind of like a fairly strong invitation to take inventory on what you still have in reserves, and maybe some strain that might have been caused in relationships along the way. I can't shake that the Emperor and Empress are both here with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So this whole, straight couple thing that most of this tarot has this very strong strain in a relationship that would otherwise be collaborative. So there's And I think it might even be obvious which relationships are strained, since the fights and the need for a break are above the surface of this reading. What's below the surface is the joy and, taking stock of what you have, Yeah, it's such a fascinating mix of energies, especially because almost all these cards are the phallic suits. Knights, swords and wands, and fire and air work very well together. They egg each other on. Edging each other on is something else, but on the flip side, so many of these cards are even. So there's kind of a stability in the dynamism. The only odd numbered cards in this entire thing are these two pips, the Empress and the Sun. And that's about it. The King is a court card. It doesn't count in any of this. So yeah, having all this dynamism as far as the suits are concerned, but stability as far as the numbers are concerned is this whole one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake type of vibe, which again, when you do that, you're burning a bunch of fuel and you're fucking up your brakes. And that kind of, maybe part of the decisions that you had to make to win whatever this Seven of Swords Emperor combo is concerned, whatever that represents, maybe that might have involved, doing some technique that involves putting a foot on slamming the gas and the brakes at the same time, to spin the car or whatever the fuck such a thing would require, would be required. But another thing that I'll say, and I almost forgot to say it, with the Four of Wands, in the incoming energy, despite all the shit that I've been saying about, strain on relationships, there's an opportunity for a reunion and celebration throughout all of this. But I think that the message of the Six of Swords here is to, you know, it's the old changing perspectives with help. I say the old because I say that almost every time the Six of Swords comes up. There's a communal aspect and it's literally a boat crossing a river. So, in the suit of thoughts and words, it's kind of hard to read any other way. And given the rest of this reading and how this is a collective reading, it's difficult to know if you're the one who needs to change perspective or if you're the one who needs to help others change perspective. There might be a mix of both. And yeah, I'm not sure what particularly the Empress Reversed is adding to the mix. She's probably the card that confuses me the most out of all of this. I'm tempted to read this as a delay, but it's also a potential warning at the cost. Five of Swords, Empress Reversed here, where they are in all of this reading. It's again, it has such a strong vibe of, are you really willing to, is it really worth this price, for the whatever win that you're getting or that you foresee, maybe the Four of Wands is what you think that you're trotting towards, but the wake of death and destruction or whatever that you're leaving in your way is kind of absent of your mind, and the tarot is very good at showing you things that you couldn't see, so yeah, for some of you that might be worth considering. It's really difficult to and again, the fact that the cerebral part of this reading, the present moment and what is above the surface, it's the suit of thoughts and words, and this is kind of their spot, so there's a lot of thinking, but not necessarily thinking and potential danger of lack of focus of other areas that need attention too. And again, there's no water at all in this reading proper. I had to dig up the Four of Cups, which was the absent four, so that in itself, there might be some emotional replenishing that some of y'all might need. As a matter of fact, given the fact that there's no water at all for this collective reading, that's probably true for most of you. So yeah, listen, it's time to take stock because the turbulence doesn't look like it's over, but there's an opportunity for reunion and joy. And, you know, whoever you want to take along for the ride for you might be something that you might want to consider on top of where you want to go. Yeah, if you like this reading, please give this video a like, and let's move on to the oracle card portion. If you chose this card, you have a leg up. This is interesting. Okay, this is a polar bear giving a ride to one of her cubs. This, I don't know if you're the mother, if you're the cub here. This might be, okay, I just thought of something. Oh man, for some of you, this is going to be really useful. When you, sometimes in life, you're in a group situation where you have this feeling that someone doesn't like you and you can't quite put your finger on why. A trick that I picked up for situations like that to try to get on this person's good side without feeling clingy and needy and making the problem worse, because I'm creeped out by this theoretical clingy needy person just, you know, talking about it in theory. But regardless, a good trick to deal with situations like that is to ask that person for advice on something. It's very difficult to be annoyed by someone that you're also giving advice to. The trick is it has to be something that you really want that person's advice on. If you are just placating this person to hear them talk about their favorite thing that you don't give a damn about, this will backfire. That's not what I'm talking about. You need to like actually need their help for that thing. And, you know, just asking for their advice on that thing could help, you know, alleviate whatever eerie feeling might have been there. That is so useful. I'm going to leave everyone else in the dark. Okay. You could either be the mother bear or the cub. Yeah. If you chose the Egyptian god, your Egyptian god is Khnum with resourcefulness. I think that this is because in the context of this reading, it's very easy for a lot of y'all to take resourcefulness as an invitation to keep being clever and to stay in your heads and, you know, think of the right maneuvers to make to cheat your way to the Four of Wands. And I would take this more as taking stock. And I think that the word resourcefulness was kind of a very interesting double entendre in the sense that it's kind of a swerve. I don't mean this kind of resourcefulness. It means this kind of resourcefulness. So it's kind of an exclamation point for that. If you chose the Moonology card, it is a balsamic moon, a time for healing. You can't make this stuff up. What the fuck? Wow. Listen, this is so on the nose. I'm going to take a moment to reflect on it. Give me a sec. I'm going to read this even more in the fact that I dropped it here because it's next to these cards, which is where my eye was drawn when I paused. And I think that the healing here with the Four of Cups here, this Eight of Coins reverse, I was kind of reading it as slowing the grind down to a halt, which might be a good thing for some of you. It might be time to, you know, stop trucking along. The thing that you keep using as an excuse to not heal, this would be a good couple of weeks or maybe months. This is an eclipse season reading. You know, putting that thing on pause so that you can actually heal. Just like I'm doing with my regular sized decks for my thumbs, an issue that I brought up a video or two ago. Regardless of anything, I think this is a good note to wrap everything up on. Speaking of thumbs, if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. I hope you have a great couple weeks or 6 months. Take care. I'll see you soon.